everyone, welcome to StudyIQ English. Let's look at a very fascinating topic from GS1 Art and Culture, but it also relates quite well with GS paper 2 because it is about vulnerable communities. It is about a very special and unique festival that is celebrated by a group of tribes in the states of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and some other areas across India. Now, whenever we talk about tribes, I'm sure at the back of your mind you must be reminded of the 2011 census data. You must be aware also which is the largest tribal group in India. A question we have asked earlier as well. At the same time, it's good to be reminded of Schedule 5 and Schedule 6 of the Indian Constitution. Why? Because Schedule 6 has consistently been in the news in 2025 as we were looking at the controversy regarding Ladakh demanding for statehood status. So all these things you should remember with special attention on map work as you talk about the Schedule 5 and 6 dates. And now let's quickly see which fascinating festival are we looking into that is celebrated by Indian tribal communities. Apart from that, the festival is beautiful example of how sometimes religion and culture can contribute beyond words when it comes to protecting ecology, when it comes to preserving biodiversity. We all know there is always this debate between infrastructural expansion and preserving the nature. Some very good examples have been there from Indian society. Say if you talk about the Aravalli Range controversy, the mining issue. Say if you talk about the Great Nicobar Island, the Great Transshipment Project, for which local communities, especially PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups like Shompenis and Nicobari groups have complained that it will lead to their complete rehabilitation. It will totally destroy biodiversity of the area, and we all know that all these are tropical to semi-evergreen tropical forest. And now, if you look at the festival that we are trying to investigate, this is a beautiful reminder of how tribals conserve biodiversity and nature like no one can. And therefore, you must also think of the Forest Right Act in this case. So, we are looking at the very famous Sarhul festival. What does it mean? Sarhul festival means worship of the sal tree. Now, this is one question I keep asking from my students, especially because I want you to know at least 3 to 4 examples of every vegetation type in India. Now, you might wonder that say if deciduous forest is the more common vegetation in India, the most common, then which are the examples of dry deciduous, moist deciduous, which are the example of evergreen forest? We should know these examples, and here we are looking at the very special sal tree. It is among the most revered Adivasi, that is tribal festivals from India. Now the festival symbolizes the union of sun and the earth, which is seen as very crucial for beginning a new farming cycle. Yes, so therefore, for those people who have had an experience of this festival firsthand, either you have visited an area and seen the celebration, or some of you who are actually having native regions nearby, you may have connection with the tribal culture, so you will understand beautifully. And for all others, again, it's good to know that these are the kind of customs where nature worship becomes important, very important in fact. And the sal tree is revered as the house of, the abode of Samama, that is the deity of the village, the deity who protects the village community. And Sarhul festival therefore is a great symbol of renewal of life, a fresh lease of life. Now, which tribals are usually associated with this custom? So we often talk about Orao, we talk about Munda, we talk about Santhal, Khadia and Ho tribe. Now, many students are often a little confused. They believe that Santhal is the largest tribal group in India. But is that the case? Is Santhal the largest tribal group in India? Or is it not Santhal, it is Bhil? So that is something you must have clarity on as per the 2011 census, because once we have the fresh census, say in 2027, the data might fluctuate. But as of now, we believe it is the Bhil community. Okay, and now all these are the tribes who celebrate this festival. If you talk about the states, then they are Jharkhand, Odisha has the largest number of PVTG population. Remember, we have also done a video on denotified tribal groups. So you must remember that also. And then you have West Bengal and Chhattisgarh. A very good question right now that comes in my mind. Do any of these states relate to Schedule 6 in India? Can you tell me in the comment box yes or no? If no, then which are the Schedule 6 states? If yes, then could you tell me why like that? Yes? Now coming back to Sarhul festival, it shows how ecologically the tribal communities are aware about the importance of forest. It is a perfect testimony of nature worship in Indian context, and it is once all the rituals and customs associated with Sarhul are done, they are finished, that the tribal people start agriculture activities like ploughing, like sowing the seed, forest gathering, which emphasizes the deep ties to nature and therefore sustenance. In fact, very often, as we were talking about the famous Sharavati river in Karnataka, there also, when the hydropower project was getting constructed, I have made a video on this last week, a lot of people believe that it is the tribal people who must be given land rights within the forest. After all, you cannot rehabilitate them, remove them from their ecosystem under the Forest Right Act also. Why? Because once tribals are the custodian of nature, then nature does become sustainable, which is impossible if tribal communities do not have any land ownership in the first place. So that's a very important thing to remember. Now, because we have discussed Sarhul festival, it means the worship of sal tree. What do you mean by sal tree? If you look at the scientific name, it is Shorea robusta. And what type of vegetation is it? It is not just the oldest and strongest trees found in India, it's very, very commonly referred to as sentinel of the forest. Now, this is a worth remembering fact, shows the importance of sal tree. Sal tree is also very resilient to environmental changes like extreme heat. Another thing, it is also found across states like Uttarakhand, the Terai, which is very fertile region of Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal. It is specially valued for the quality of timber that it yields. Very, very important therefore for tribal culture. Besides that, it is also a medicinal plant. It has many, many curative medicinal properties, and of course it is ecologically sustainable. It promotes various kind of biodiversity. And now if you look at which type of tree is it, very important question, then it comes under deciduous tree. What are deciduous tree? The most common variety found across India. So deciduous means plants that shed their leaves annually, usually during the dry winter month. And let's remember, they do this to conserve water, and commonly found across India's monsoonal forest. They dominate areas with 70 to 200 centimeters of rainfall. And what are the other examples of sal is one, teak is another, shisham is another, mahua is yet another. Now you may have heard about how important the varieties of shisham and teak are in the wood industry, in the furniture making industry. So they have a lot of commercial use. Because of that, the forests are often exploited. Okay. And now there is another important area to remember. Now there is a famous forest called Saranda forest. Where is it? Located in Jharkhand. This is the hotbed of sal forest. It is Asia's largest sal forest, often known as land of 700 hills. Now, these are the kind of facts we should remember for the prelims exam. Vis-a-vis, if you are writing, say for example, an essay, or if you're writing a GS paper answer from GS paper 3, environment, biodiversity, and should you need to mention a case study, you could talk about the Sarhul festival. You could also give an example of how we need to conserve ecosystems like the Saranda forest, Jharkhand, which is Asia's largest sal forest. Now, this quickly reminds me of something else. We know at StudyIQ, we believe in linking current affairs. Can you quickly tell me where is Asia's largest tropical grassland located? I have spoken about this, so I do hope that everybody is able to remember. Where is it located, in which state? Recently, a wetland has been nominated from this area. So quickly let me know in the comment box. Use map as you study. A quick practice question. Consider the following statements regarding Sarhul festival. 1. It is a tribal festival that involves worship of the sal tree. 2nd, the festival marks the beginning of agriculture activity. 3. It is mainly celebrated in the Himalayan states of Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. Which of these statements here are valid? You can share me your answer in the comment box, and if you want more information, more practice questions, one-on-one discussions with other students that are a part of our community through the Hindu class, through current affairs, you must download this QR and become a part of our Telegram channel. And a quick reminder, a big reminder, we are still running the Success or Safalta Mahotsav sale. Now it has been extended till 27th March. So you have 3 more days to go. Now in case you are looking for enrollment, this is a perfect time because 60% is what the offer stands to be. 60% off. That means literally a throwaway price. In return, you get a guarantee of selection because our courses are curated for 360-degree success. That's also because this time we have seen more than 200 plus selections, because it's not just about the course material. Of course, we have one of the best course materials, but also the way the material is imparted to you. So we do believe in various strategies like mixing dynamic with static, like for example, thorough practice and revision, webinars and classes. So if you want all that, whether it's for 2027 batch or 28, enroll today. Use my code SPLIVE and you get further discount. But the sale ends on 27th March. So hurry up and grab the offer now. Thank you.